Today we'll be taking a quick look at the rocker switch for Bulldog Winch Air Compressor. This is going to be compatible with the BDW 41006 compressor, so it's a replacement switch for BDW 41005 as well. It's going to give you a lighted switch to turn your compressor on and off for your onboard Bulldog Winch 12-volt air compressors. We'll have 5 pins at the back with barriers in between, so we don't have any crossovers between those connections. They are numbered, kind of etched into the housing there. Might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but that'll allow you to make those connections a little bit easier. It is IP68 rated, so that means it's going to be water and dust resistant. So even if we're using this on an ATV or in a more rugged outdoors situation, this will still be able to withstand any kind of weather or dust that we might throw at it. Now I'm going to hook this up so you can see what it looks like when it's lit. So I've got my alligator clamps hooked up to a power source and just going to kind of jump these connections here for the ground and then get my power to these back connections here. So turn my power source on. It's a little hard to see, but those lights will come on our switches to make it a little easier to see what's going on. So my ground came off. So that's going to make it easier to see that our compressor is on and off. Turn the light out in the studio, you might get a little bit better impression of it lit up. So it pretty much lights up both positions the same. Gets a little bit closer whenever it's flipped down on top of that light. Disconnect these. Now we'll go over some measurements. So overall, our switch will be about 1 inch by 2 inches. If we go to the topmost part of that switch, it's about 2 inches long. And then the depth overall is about 2 inches, or about maybe 2 1/8. For the opening that this will fit into, they recommend an opening of about 1.46 inches, or just under 1.5 inches. You might need to cut a little bit bigger hole than that to get these fins to fit in there, but it's always better to start with a smaller hole and then cut out what you need rather than go too big and then it just falls right through. So just under 1.5 inches for the length, and then about 7/8 of an inch wide, or they suggest 0.83 inches. The depth that goes back that you'll need for this is about 1 3/8 inches. The portion that would stick up above where we mount this to is going to be about 5/8 of an inch. So that switch will sit up about 5/8 of an inch above the mounting point. Or really, whenever we flip this portion up, it actually sits a little bit taller. It's about 1 inch, or about 3/4 of an inch. Again, it's all sealed up, so it shouldn't have any issues with water. It's laser etched, and you can find other Bulldog Winch accessories here at etrailer.com if you need any other replacement parts or additional accessories for your items. And that's going to do it for our look at the rocker switch for Bulldog Winch Air Compressor.